Hello, dear student. Myself, Dr. Subhash Sahu, Associate Professor, Department of Dravyaguna. I welcome you all in the e-learning classes of second year. It will be nice if we interact or introduce each other in the physical class, but due to the pandemic COVID-19, this year we are not able to introduce physically. So we start our class on online. Before we go to the subject Dravyaguna, which is an important subject of Ayurveda, we'd like to discuss about this topic Dravyaguna. What is Dravyaguna? So I have selected the initial topic Introduction to Dravyaguna. This is the content of today's discussion. First, we know the etymology or derivation of the terminology Dravyaguna, its definition, the necessity and importance of Dravyaguna, then what are the different branches of Dravyaguna, then we also cover the syllabus and the basic principle of Dravyaguna. Etymology or derivation of Dravyaguna. The word Dravyaguna is derived from two words. One is Dravya and the second one is Guna. Dravya means drugs. It may be Aushad Dravya or Ahar Dravya. And Guna means the properties of drugs. That is Dravyaguna. So drugs and its properties. That is Dravyaguna. Then definition of Dravyaguna. Acharya Priyavat Sharma ji has mentioned the definition of Dravyaguna. That is Dravyanam Nama Rupani Guna Karmani Sarvasah Prayogaschapi Varnyante Yasmin Dravyagunam hi tat. It means Dravyanam Nama Rupani, matlab the science which deals with the Nam or nomenclature, Rupa or character or morphological characters or Lakshan of Dravya. Then Guna Karmani. Guna means properties. Karma means action. Then Prayogaschapi. Prayoga means uses, indications. The science which deals with Nama, Rupa, Guna, Karma and Prayoga of Dravya is known as Dravyaguna. Here Guna means not only the physical properties of the Dravya, it implies all the properties of drugs. In classical term, we can say it Rasa Panchaka Dravya. Rasa Panchak. Pancham means five. Rasa means one qualities of Dravya. That is Rasa, Guna, Vipak, Virya and Prabhav are collectively known as Rasa Panchak. And this Rasa Panchak is known as Guna of Dravya, not only the physical properties. It means Dravyaguna deals with the detailed study of drugs in which the name, morphological characters, properties, action and uses are described is known as Dravyaguna. Then what are the different branches of Dravyaguna? Mainly we can divide the branches of Dravyaguna into three categories. One is Nama Rupa Vigyan, the second one is Gunakarma Vigyan, and the third one is Prayog Vigyan. Nama Rupa Vigyan, Nama means name, Rupa means physical characters. The branch which deals with the name and morphological characters of Dravya is known as Nama Rupa Vigyan. In other words, it is known as Pharmacognosy. Pharmacognosy. The second one is Gunakarma Vigyana. So the science which deals with, or the branch which deals with the guna, properties and action of Dravya is known as Prayogavigyana or Pharmacology or Materia Medica. Then third one is Prayogavigyana. Prayog means the branch which deals with the indication of drugs or method of a protocol for uses of drug in different clinical conditions is known as Prayogavigyana. That is pharmacotherapeutics. First one is pharmacognosy. Pharmacognosy means the science which deals with the study of identification of drugs is known as pharmacognosy. It includes the study of nomenclature, naming of drug, its scientific name, its family, and various vernacular names. Vernacular names means names in different languages like Punjabi, Hindi, Kannada, Tamil, Telugu, etc. in different states name. Then after nomenclature, then drugs should be studied morphologically and histologically. मतलब the macroscopical and microscopical identifying characters of drugs. Then study of crude drug or powder drugs. Then the impact of ecosystem or ecology on drugs is also comes under pharmacognosy. The pharmacognosy includes nomenclature, macroscopical and microscopical characters of the drug, then crude drug study and impact of ecosystem. That is pharmacognosy. The second one is pharmacology. Pharmacology means Gunakarma Vigyan. In this section, the assessment of Rasa Panchak is studied. The Rasa Guna Vidya Vipak of any drugs, known or unknown drug, has to decide in pharmacology. The second one is assessment of various action of drugs according to its Rasa Panchak. That is the pharmacology. In modern term, pharmacology deals with the detailed study of drugs, which is divided into two parts, that is pharmacodynamics and pharmacokinetics. Dynamic means what the drugs does to the body. That is pharmacodynamics. And pharmacokinetics means what the body does to the drugs. In detail, we will discuss both the terms during the study of modern pharmacology. This is only the brief definition of pharmacodynamics and pharmacokinetics. Then the third one is Prayogavigyana or pharmacotherapeutics. The science which deals with the clinical use of drugs as per its properties and action is known as pharmacotherapeutics. It means the treatment modules used during the treatment of clinical ailments of a disease is known as pharmacotherapeutics. There are also another term, that is clinical pharmacology and psychopharmacology. Clinical pharmacology, when a drug is used in a clinical research or clinical condition, that is known as clinical pharmacology. And when the drug is used for psychological condition or psychological disease, that is known as psychopharmacology. These are the three branches of Dravyaguna, that is Namarupa Vigyan, the second one is Gunakarma Vigyan, and third one is Prayogavigyana. Then we will discuss about the necessity and importance of Dravyaguna. Why we should read or learn about Dravyaguna? What is the importance? The first necessity or importance of Dravyaguna, I would like to say, it is necessary to obtain or to fulfill the aim of Ayurveda. What is the aim and objectives of Ayurveda? There is mainly two aims of Ayurveda, that is Prayojanam Chasyam, Swasthasya Swastharakshanam, Aturasya Vikar Prasamanam cha. You have already studied this sloka in the first VMS. First one is Swasthasya Swastharakshanam, means a restoration of health of a healthy person. The second one is Aturasya Vikar Prasamanam, It is successful treatment of a diseased person. Both these aims are fulfilled while study the Dravyaguna. How? How it can be possible? First one is Swasthasya Swastha Rakshana. For Swasthasya Swastha Rakshana, we have to follow the codes or methods described in Samhita like Dinacharya, Ratricharya, Rutucharya, and Acharyasana. Well, there are different types of Ahar Dravya, Ausad Dravya, and different techniques which are used to maintain the health of a healthy person. That is, that is Shastra Rakshana. The second one is Aturasya Vikar Prasamana. Aturasya Vikar to treat the disease of a diseased person. How it is possible? We can maintain the equilibrium of dosa, dhatu, and mala by the Samanya and Vishesh Siddhanta of Ayurveda. What is Samanya Siddhanta and what is Vishesh Siddhanta? Samanya Siddhanta means Samanyam Bruddhi Karanam and Hrasa Hetu Visheshasya means the principle which increase the dosha dhatu and mala is samanya and hrasa hetu, but the principle which reduce or lowering the dosha dhatu mala is known as vishesh siddhanta. Here I would like to say one quotation of Sushruta Samhita. Gunaha ye yukta dravyeshu sharireshu api te tatha sthana vruddhiksha tasmat dehino dravya hetuka. It means Gunaha ye ukta dravyeshu sharireshu apitesa. But the properties which is present in the dravya is also present in the sharira or in the body. Although the properties of dravya and the properties of sharira are similar. Hence, dravya are used in sthana. Sthana means in the equilibrium state of dosa, dhatu, and mala to maintain the equilibrium. Or the drugs is used in Vruddhi and Ksha Avastha. Vruddhi means when there is any enhancement of those or dhatu and mala, if there is increased state of those or dhatu and mala, then we can use the opposite drugs which can reduce the dose of dhatu and mala. Or in Ksha Avastha, when dhatu, dosha dhatu and mala in Ksha Avastha, Ksha state, then we use such drugs which increases the dose of dhatu and mala and maintain the equilibrium of the body because the properties present in the dravya is similar to the properties present in the body. So to obtain the aims of Ayurveda, we have to learn Dravyaguna. Then the second one is for prevention and protection from the future calamities or disasters or Janapada Dhvansa. Like the running stage at this moment, the whole world is affected by the pandemic COVID-19. All the universe is affected by the COVID-19. In this type of calamities of Janapada Dhvansa time, such drugs are needed to prevent or to treat the people from this type of disasters. So before the disasters period or Janapada Dhvansa period, we have to collect such type of drug to treat the people in a proper manner and or to prevent prevent the disasters. In this for knowledge of such drugs, we have to learn Dravyaguna. Then it is also used for Chikitsa Chatuspada. Do you know what is Chikitsa Chatuspada? There are four things which comes under Chikitsa Chatuspada. That is Visak Dravyani Upastata Rogi Pada Chatustayam Gunavat Karanam Gayam Vikara Su Upasantaye. Means Visak, physician, Dravyani, drug. upastata, paricharak, and rogi, patient. These are the fourfold of chikitsa or treatment. Out of this, these four are used for the treatment of any disease. Out of this, the physician is the karana or karta or the administrator who can administ- administrate administration on all other three things. The second most important is dravya or dravya is known as karanam. Karanam punar bhesajam. Karanam means instrument, techniques, which is vesaj or medicine. The physician cures the disease with the help of medicine. Without medicine, the physician is handicapped. The physician can't do anything or can't treat any disease successfully without medicine, because we cannot treat all the patient or all the diseases without medicine or without by some yoga technique or by any physiotherapy techniques. We need medicine. So after physician, the most important factor in Chikitsa Chatuspada is Bhesaj. To learn about the Bhesaj or medicine, we have to learn Dravyaguna. So it indicates the importance of Dravyaguna. In this series, Raj Nigandu, in the Raj Nigandu, the author Pandit Narahari mentioned Nighantuna vina vaidya vidwan vyakarana vinam anabhyasanam cha dhanuska trayo hasyasya bhajanam. Do you know the meaning? Nighantu. What is Nighantu? Nighantu means a medical dictionary or dictionary of medicinal plants, which gives the gudha rahasya, gudha meaning, deep meaning of medicinal plants or drugs, or the medical dictionary which described the various synonyms, properties, and action of the drugs. It is both ahara dravya and ausad dravya is known as Nighantu. In, in the initial context, Pandit Narahari mentioned that Nighantuna vina vaidya. Without the knowledge of Nighantu, one cannot become a Vaidya or physician. Like Vidwan Vyakarana Vina. Like a Vidwan or Pandit or learned person, one cannot become a learned person without the knowledge of Vyakarana or grammar. Without the knowledge of grammar, one cannot become a Vidwan. Second example is Anabhyasanascha Dhanuska. Without practice, one cannot become a Dhanus or Dhanurdhari. Trayo Hasyasya Vajanam. It means if a Vaidya claim that he is a physician without the knowledge of Nighantu, or a person who, who has no knowledge about the grammar, or without practice, one person can claim that he is a Dhanusdhari, then all three peoples are criticized by the society. So Rajnigandu say Nigantuna Vinavadyam Vidwan Vyakarana Vinam Anabhyasanascha Dhanuska Trayo Hasyasya Bhajanam. To become a good physician, we have the proper knowledge of Nigantu or proper knowledge of Dravyaguna or proper knowledge of drugs. Again, Charaka also describes such a type of description like Yatha Visam Yatha Sastram Yatha Agni Asanir Yatha Tathausadam Abhigyatam Vigyatam Amruta Yatha. Means if we use unknown drugs that will be harmful, like Visha, Sastra. Visha means poison, Sastra means weapon, Agni, fire, और असन्य मतलब इंद्र का वज्र or thunder. So if we use a unknown drugs without knowing its properties, it produce harmful effect on the body like Visha, Sastra, Agni, and Asane. But Vigyatam Amrutam Yatha. But if we know the properties and action and uses of the drug, it may produce the effect like amrita or nectar. It is mentioned in Charak Samhita Sutrasthana first chapter. In the very next sloka, Charaka again described Osadham hi anabhigyatam nama rupa guna strevi vigyatam chapi duryuktam anarthayo prapadyate. It means if one cannot know the nama, nomenclature, rupa or its characters or guna, its properties, then it produces harmful effect. If also one can know all these three, nama, rupa and guna, and still he used the drug in a improper manner, duryuktam, irrational way, then it also produces harmful effect. So we have to know the nama, rupa, guna, as well as the proper use of the drugs. Then only we can get good result. All these things are mentioned in Dravyaguna. So we have to learn Dravyaguna. Next, Charaka again say, Yogat api visam tikshnam uttamam bhaisajam bhavet. Bhaisajam chapi duryuktam tikshna sampadyate visam. We have to remember this slogan because this is a very important sloka. Yogat api visam tikshnam. Yogat api visam tikshnam uttamam bhaisajam. Um, if you if we use a medicine which contain poisonous drugs or poisonous substances, but we have used it in a proper manner, then it produce like a good medicine or uttama bhaisaj. But on the contrary, if we use in an improper manner or irrational way, then a good medicine also produce harmful effect. योगा तभी विषम तीक्ष्ण योगा अगर युक्ति पूर्वक किसी भी विषय द्रव्य का भी हम प्रयोग करेंगे तो भी वो उत्तम भेषज के जैसे काम करेगा लेकिन अगर कोई अच्छा औषध को भी अगर हम दुर्युक्तम improper way में यूज करेंगे then it can also produce effect like vish. So we have to use the substances or drugs in a very rational way. Charaka again emphasizes the importance of proper planning of uses of drugs, which leads to a very good result. Yoga masam tu yo vidyat desa kalopopaditam purusham viksham sagayo visakuttamam. Charaka has described the quality of a good physician. Visakuttam, uttam essence visak lakshan. According to Charaka, he is a very good physician who customized the medicine as per Desha and Kala after examining every individual or every patient. It means the person who customized the medicine or who used the medicine in a proper way after proper examination of the patient. That is that is the quality of a good physician. In the next chapter, Charaka again say, Matra Kala Shraya Yukti Siddhi Yukti Pratishtita Tishtati Upari Yukti Kyo Dravyagana Vatam Sada. It means Yukti. Yukti means proper planning. Depend upon Matra and Kala. Yukti depends on Matra and Kala of Dravya. It depend upon the dose and the time of administration of the drugs. And Siddhi Yukti Pratishtita. And Siddhi means success. Success depend upon Yukti or proper planning. Proper planning depend upon Matra and Kala. And the success depend upon proper planning. So the yuktigna or proper planner always superior than the person who only know the knowledge of dravya. It means we have the knowledge of drugs or dravya as well as we have to plan in a proper way to treat drugs to treat the disease successfully. Then, do you know the definition of Ayurveda? In the first year, you have learned uh, Ayut hitam hitam sukham dukham ayutasya hitam hitam manang tatcha yatram ayurvedam uchyate. It means the science which deals with the hitayu, ahitayu, dukhayu and sukhayu is known as Ayurveda. But Charaka in Sutrastan 30 again described yatascha ayusyani anayusyanischa dravya guna karmani vedati api Ayurveda. This is the second definition of Ayurveda. It means the science which deals with the description of Ayusha Dravya and Anayusha Dravya along with its guna and karma is known as Ayurveda. Means Ayurveda also signifies the importance of Dravyagun by mentioning the Ayusha Dravya and Anayusha Dravya along with its guna and karma. It also implies the importance of Dravyaguna. This is the basic importance and necessity of Dravyaguna. In the next class, we will discuss about the historical background of Dravyaguna, then the various point of syllabus, then Dravyaguna related books and other things about the Dravyaguna. Thank you.